to the subscribe button, click it, race it back over to this video, and make sure to hit that like button. Thank you very much for hitting it, if you did. Okay, so in today's video, we have explanations for the motor. I can't spoil it. Spoiler, we're taking it down. And if you have questions, make sure to leave them down in the comments. We will answer them in our next video, and enjoy.
Just say something.
Oh, so these are the jets. We're going to be putting them in.
Let me see it.
They're very tiny. Go watch the last video. When I said a jet, we're gonna be working on a jet. Yeah, these are jets.
That's what you wanted?
Hey, what if these actually go on a jet? That would be cool.
They may go on jets. I don't know.
So my dad said we're putting them in. I think they would go right here, but I don't know.
They go in the carburetor. They go under here.
Yeah.
And we changed the high speed and low speed jet.
Yeah.
So what are we doing now?
Now we're going to be taking apart.
Yep. So we can get parts on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because what do you have in 3 weeks?
A race.
Yeah. And we're wanting to get this thing back together. After we changed the jets, the motor sounded a lot better, responded a lot better.
Wait.
So we're a lot closer in the tune-up.
I thought there was a race on Saturday.
That's test and tune, but we're not going to make that.
Right.
I don't want to run this with an old rod in it on the track. So we're going to freshen it, go through it.
So where are we going to be taking apart now?
We're going to take the head off of it. We've got the nuts off there, so we'll take that off.
Okay, now I'm going to be putting this thing on.
No,
taking it off.
Taking the head off.
Oh, that's so satisfying. It just makes it
Kind of dirty in there, isn't it?
Do you know why I have to look?
What did you come out here to tell me?
Tomorrow's picture day for school,
Yeah.
and I had to look very pretty.
Is that your diary?
Yeah.
It's right from the book fair.
Yeah, it's really good.
There's my sister.
And on the first page, I might write
It's a diary. You're not supposed to tell us.
room and kitchen room and
Hey.
bedroom.
You want to help us work on motors? Get your hands dirty?
Yes, I've always wanted.
That is my sister.
Hey, you're going to have to change clothes because Mama will kill all of us if you get that dress dirty.
I do not want to change again.
We're back.
Do that again.
Why is it not moving?
It's the intake valve. The camshaft's holding it up. Don't hit it too hard. You'll bend it. Then we have to get a new one.
Oh, that's bad.
So the intake valve's up. So if we were going to start this again, we would rotate it backwards to where everything was closed. Ooh, it's kind of nasty. Needs a good hone job.
I wonder who's doing that.
Oh, I know a guy. Next, we got to take the clutch off the side, bub. We got to take the clutch off the side, and then this plate will come off, and then we'll be able to get to the rod and take the rod out.
Way ahead of you.
Way ahead of me? I don't know. I don't think he's doing it right. Is that 9/16? Yep. Other way. Yep.
I don't even need help for this one. Row, row, row my boat gently down the stream.
What are you?
Mary, 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 what am I saying?
Now, take the wrench off there. Yeah, just do it with your hand. Now, lay all that stuff to the side so we don't lose it.
It's not like I'm going to throw it on the floor.
As you throw it on the floor.
You mean, it even touched the, wait, what am I supposed to do now? Am I supposed to, oh,
Yep.
I'm getting somewhere. Oh, that's cool. I've taken the motor apart. Supposed to take this off?
Yeah, the chain's Hang on a second. We'll take that.
I got it.
Yep, take that out. There you go. Now just let the chain hang. Sweet. Now we can take those Allen bolts out, Allen headed bolts out, and that whole side will come off.
Which ones?
This thing is dirty. We got this plate off here.
Yeah.
So we need to rotate the motor so we can take the.
It's just disgusting. My hands are dirtiest they've ever been before.
Oh my goodness. Be a girl.
Okay, now let's take off.
We need to rotate the motor so we can take the rod and piston out. Okay?
Rotate it.
We'll do that. So we got the rod and piston out. The rings.
And the rest.
The rings don't look too bad if it can. So to check a ring, you run your finger across it, make sure it's not sharp. So that doesn't look too bad. The piston has been, we call this at the shop Black Death. That happens when it detonates or it runs too lean. So it's got some of that on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace this piston. I was planning on it anyway, until I started tearing it apart and it doesn't look that old. Well, okay, it doesn't look like it had very many passes on it. The rod has a 2016 date on it, right there. But I kind of know the history of this car, and it hadn't been ran a whole lot. So, the bearing looks good. This color is from it setting. Had a little bit of rust in it. But everything looks good. The cylinder needs honed, of course. But got a 3-inch stroke. There we go. It kind of shows it there. It's 3-inch stroke. And I don't know what size board that is, but well, we're gonna measure it so we know. What do you think of it?
Cool. It really is cool. And the fact that we're taking it apart. Wait, tell me why we're taking it apart.
Because the rod, we don't want the rod to break. You check the bearings, make sure that the bearings are getting oil, and then you don't want the rod to break.
I know exactly why we're checking it.
Yeah.
To be prepared.
To be prepared.
The race.
Well, we put this blower on there, so we don't want anything to tear up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Because if something got teared up, it could ruin the whole thing, and then I can't race. And
right.
Maybe like the next race.
Yep. So.
I think it comes in like 2-day shipping for our next part.
It might. So we're.
Just make sure it doesn't break.
Yep. We'll get parts coming, and I'll get those coming tomorrow.